Hi there Taurus, thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 28th of March. You have a fantastic reputation for steadfastness and it's well deserved. You stick at things just about better than any other zodiac sign. But it's possible you need to ask yourself some searching questions this week. And this is around whether you've been sticking at something, thinking it's the right thing to do, but actually perhaps it's not really been the right thing for you more personally. Perhaps it's a fear of change, not wanting to let other people down. Perhaps it's not being quite conscious of some deeper needs that have been emerging. But I do feel that over the last 3 or 4 years, there have been times when you have felt really quite restless at times, but not necessarily known quite how to deal with it. But Pluto on the other side of the heavens has been pushing and prodding and asking you to be much more experimental for about 7 years. And if you've been learning some new talents, earning some qualifications, adding to your skill set, traveling more, becoming more informed, then that's all absolutely marvellous. You've been surfing the energy of Pluto really well. But perhaps the changes that are required are more to do with your personal attitudes, the way your everyday life habits are structured. Perhaps it's to do with relationships. Perhaps you've been keeping feelings to yourself that this week I do feel a bit like a volcano can start to reverberate around inside of you, and it may be much more difficult to keep a lid upon these. Now, in a very positive way, with the Sun forging a fab angle to Mars in the first half of the week, you could make some fantastic connections which help you to make real progress behind the scenes, or perhaps thinking deeply into situations which can really add to your self-knowledge. But on the other hand, if you really feel revved up, nervous, and not really sure why, I do feel it can be because Uranus is connecting to both Mercury, the planet which affects our nervous system, and of course communications, and also the Sun. And these two planets for you are in a more confidential, quieter, more reflective area. And that suggests that perhaps someone could confront you with how they see you or your attitudes, but it may not be how you see yourself, particularly on the back of the quarter moon of Thursday. If you do have some kind of exchange like this, your first instinct may be to be defensive and hit out and think, why are they thinking this about me? But actually there could be a reason for it, and it's that you're not so conscious of how you approach things as you think. And there could therefore be a lot to be learnt this week, even if how this happens is rather humbling and a bit of a hit on your self-confidence or even your pride. On the other hand, you can use all these influences this week to think very carefully, quietly to yourself about changes you might want to make. And you may want to keep them very private for now, but there may be this inner well of energy that's building up, that's really pushing you to be much more outgoing or to change things that really have come to the end of their life. And it's going to be very difficult to resist this week and in the weeks to come. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.